So, a few hours ago, I tweeted that I was going to do a Q&A. I've already gotten a ton of questions. I'm in IKEA right now. What better place to do a Q&A? Actually, that makes no sense why we're in IKEA, but why not? We're gonna have some fun. So, this first question comes from Noah. He actually goes by the YouTube username of Simplistic, one of my good friends. He asks me, what's one of the things you hope to accomplish within the next year? Honestly, there's a lot of things, but for something relevant to you guys, I'd really like to accomplish, let's say, 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now, I know that sounds like a sort of long shot, and based on the sort of linear projections that I've seen through some of the YouTube analytics sites, it's a bit of a far-fetched goal, but I think I could do it. Next question comes from Cody on Snapchat. He asks, what is your dream job? And I think you guys can sort of guess what that might be, and that would just more or less be a successful content creator. Photo, video, pretty much whatever. Next one comes from Jove on Snapchat. He asks, what's your favorite rapper or artist? That's a really tough choice. There's a lot out there that I really like right now. Mike Stud, I use him a lot in my videos. I also really like The Weeknd, and then probably a close second or third or first, I really don't know the order of these, but Jon Bellion, obviously. The next question comes from Wyatt on Snapchat, and he asks, what's the best editing program to start with? That's kind of a toss-up for me, and I guess it really depends on what computer system you're working on, Mac or PC. If you're on Mac, iMovie is a really great platform to start on. It gives you all the tools you need to kind of get rolling. If you're on PC, I mean, I hate to say it, but Windows Movie Maker honestly works fairly well to give you just the basic necessities. If you're interested in starting to learn more complex programs, don't really hold back, just go straight for it. I personally use Adobe Premiere Pro. Final Cut obviously works very well too, but you know, just jump straight into the best editing programs if you're going to do it. Just learn them on YouTube. It's usually the better way. The next question comes from Steven on Twitter. He asks, where'd you learn so much about cameras? Well, let me tell you this, Steven. YouTube is a very powerful tool. I pretty much learned all my knowledge about cameras, photography, videography, entirely off YouTube, so that's not to say you guys couldn't as well. The next one comes from Gunny on Snapchat. He asks, how old were you when you got into cinematography? I didn't really seriously start pursuing video until about maybe 2 years ago. And honestly, I wasn't really doing a whole lot of stuff for YouTube. It was kind of like personal projects and short films, but none of them actually ever really turned out the way I wanted them to. Went away from that, ended up getting into photography as a career, and here I am. Ben from Snapchat asks, best cheapest lens for video quality for the Canon T6i. I probably have to say that the best hands down cheapest lens regardless for video or photo is the 50mm 1.8. That lens sells new for I think is $125.99. Extremely cheap, super wide aperture so you can get that very shallow depth of field for a low light and, you know, cinematics, that type of thing. Definitely a lens that if you guys don't have and you're on a budget, you should invest into. Chris messaged me on Snapchat and he asks, where's the place you want to travel to the most and do photo and video there? I'd really like to go to Greece. Whether or not that's like the place I want to go the most, I'm not entirely sure, but that's what comes to mind. Nat on Snapchat asks, Ryan, what motivates you? When it comes to like my videos and the content creation I do and the photos I do, really what motivates me there is sort of the interaction that I receive from you guys. When you guys message me and, you know, comment and all these very positive things, made your day better or something, you know, I've gotten messages like that, and it's extremely rewarding, and it makes this whole thing a lot more enjoyable. When it comes to what motivates me in life, feeling that as though I created success or like achieved a goal, you know, working hard on my own. I don't like things being handed to me, and in fact, my video Steps to Success, I mention how I sort of for a while was acting like success was handed to me, but I realized it's not. And it's motivating to achieve a goal and knowing that you worked hard for that and you achieved that on your own. That's what drives me. The next question comes from Twitter. Claudes asks, hey my man, Q is, how do you make yourself known on either YouTube or Insta? How to create a following or branch out? And that's actually something that's fairly difficult to really explain. Usually what's going to get you to stand out is creating unique and original content. So that's really up for you to interpret on how to do that. But the best way to get yourself out there is collaborate and network with others. So find people who are like-minded to you and are interested in growing as well, and work with them. All right, guys. Well, that wraps it up for today's Q&A. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below where I should do the next one.